Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. This is Brad Varnell, and this is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. And tonight I am live on Monday, April 18th, here from my living room in Las Vegas. For those of you that say, hey, this doesn't look like your studio, you're right. My studio is upstairs, but unfortunately on Friday afternoon, I broke my leg, and trying to navigate the stairs wasn't a whole lot of fun. So I moved my spare bedroom downstairs so that I don't ever have to touch the stairs if I don't want to. And anyways, folks, I thought I would just do a quick market update tonight, get on here live for a few minutes, say hello to everybody. I wanted to thank everybody for coming out last night. We had an amazing game show Sunday giveaway. I was a little loopy from the pain pills and just being tired and everything. I made a couple of mistakes, and it wasn't my smoothest stream, but we had some fun. We gave away some money. We got some good new tokens to choose from for this week. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what some of those tokens were, but I don't have to. I don't have to remember because my wife, my organized wife, see that? Game show Sunday notebook, save me, because I was drawing a blank. So the tokens for this week, if you want to go to yesterday's video and guess which token you think is going to perform the best over the next 7 days and give yourself a chance to win 50 bucks, these are the tokens to choose from. You've got Glimmer, GLMR, which is the Moonbeam token. We've got HT, which is the Huobi token, HUOBI, like the Huobi exchange, the Huobi token. The ticker is HT. We also have BNB. Yep, good old Binance's BNB. We've got some EOS, EOS, and then ADA, ADA, Cardano. Those are your choices, folks. So real quick here, I wanted to give a little shout out to the new people from the XRP Army that have been joining the Infinite Crypto family. Appreciate you guys being here. You know, like I mentioned last week on my XRP video, XRP was one of the tokens that I bought, very, very first tokens that I bought in 2017, and really had a nice run with it as it went up to $3.60. And I've always held some XRP over the last 4 years, and lately have been accumulating a little bit more. So with that, I just wanted to pull up some news that I had come across. I wasn't able to find the exact article, but this is a little bit of news here on XRP that I thought was interesting. So it says the Ripple versus SEC watchdog files for another extension as Ripple CEO stays positive. So what it looks like, folks, is that the SEC is grasping at straws here. They basically, from what I understand and from what I believe, they basically know they're losing this case, but instead of manning up and just instead of getting it over with, they're still prolonging it. But the news that I wasn't actually able to find was that the XRP, the SEC has quit correspondence, has quit asking for new information, information from Ripple. So they're not asking for any, they're not asking for any, you know, discovery type information. So basically it sounds to me, and from the source that I heard it from, like the case is about over as far as the SEC. And now, you know, the other thing that I wanted to mention here, when people talk about Ripple winning the lawsuit, that means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So I do want to share a little bit. My opinion on that is Ripple's not necessarily going to win. In other words, I don't necessarily think that Ripple is going to just get the lawsuit thrown out and just come out of it, you know, scot-free. But I do believe that they will come to a settlement which will allow them to move forward, and that will allow all of the United States exchanges like Coinbase and Kraken and, all of the United States exchanges that don't allow you to trade Ripple right now. Those exchanges are going to come pouring back in. And once those exchanges open up the floodgates, and the news is out there that XRP is potentially, can be bought again through Coinbase and some of those easy exchanges, I really do believe that there's going to be a flood of money. And I think that XRP is going to see an amazing, amazing bounce. So once again, folks, not financial advice. I know there's a lot of people out there in crypto that wouldn't buy XRP even if they thought it was going to $20 tomorrow, but I'm not one of them. I do believe in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole, as far as a great way to be able to get rid of the government's control in our lives. But at the same time, I'm not against making some money on a decentralized project the same way that I own some stocks and, mutual funds and stuff like that a little bit here and there. Like if somebody comes to me with a good play in the stock market, I'm not going to turn it down just because it's centralized. So folks, for me, if it looks like I can make a 5 or 10x on Ripple when it wins this lawsuit, then I am willing to put a little bit of money in there. And I think the risk versus reward is huge. I mean, can XRP go down from where it's at? Absolutely. Anything can continue to go down. But I think that XRP, if you really look at it over the last several years, never had its fun in the sun. Last year when everything was cruising up and Bitcoin was reaching all-time highs, XRP unfortunately didn't get to benefit from any of that. And I think it's wound like a spring. And I think that it's going to have some huge, huge, huge spikes when this lawsuit is finally over. So hopefully they will, hopefully they won't drag it on forever, but XRP and Ripple, the army will rip you a new one. Who spelled Ripple? I didn't spell it R-I-P-L-E. I understand that XRP and Ripple are, two different things, but, a lot of people know XRP by the mother company, Ripple's name. So what do we got going on here in the chat? Hey, Jay, thank you very much for being here, buddy. What did you say here? I have heard that it basically over a month ago, but are waiting. Where'd it go here? I will buy. I want financial freedom. Yeah, I know. Me too, Jay. I agree with you there. Hey, McHugh. Hey, that reminds me, McHugh, you sent me a DM, and I think I replied to you, but I haven't seen your response, or if you did respond, it got buried. So let's go back to your last DM conversation and get back on Telegram very soon. I'm interested in. I'm definitely interested in that conversation and chatting with you a little bit further. In other crypto news, let me pop over here to my CoinGecko and share a couple of things here real quick on CoinGecko. I do not know what Ripple's ticker is. I know that Ripple token, XRP, is the ticker, for the token that I'm talking about. I don't know if Ripple, in fact, I don't believe Ripple is a publicly traded company yet. I think that it could end up going public at some point in time, but I don't believe that it's a publicly traded company yet. Let me get rid of this comment here. Where are we at here? There we go. Get rid of that so that we're just on CoinGecko. Okay, so on CoinGecko, as you guys can see here, over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin came back up a little bit. For those of you that slept through it, Bitcoin actually ran down, I think, as low as about 38,000 earlier this morning, late last night, early this morning. Ethereum went under 3K, but both of those have bounced back. XRP is sitting here at about 77 cents. But I wanted to take a look at a couple of the tokens from last week. So the first one that I wanted to talk about was Glimmer, which is Moonbeam. So as you can see, folks, it's at about $4.09. It's up about 8% today. That's good for the person that picked Glimmer in the contest this week. But look at this, folks. It's still got less than $100 million market cap, only sitting here at 933 million. Its all-time high when it first launched was $19.50. Its all-time low was about $1.90, and that was just a couple of months ago, February 24th, so not even 2 months ago. This is still a token that I am accumulating, and it's going to be a token that I think plays a part in my $10,000 to $100,000 bankroll challenge. So that looks like that video is going to happen. It might start as soon as tomorrow. But what I'm going to be doing is taking $10,000. I've got a community member and also somebody that was introduced to me through a very good friend that is in a financially pretty good spot to be able to do something like this. So Glint is the other one here. Now, it popped all the way up to about a penny on the news of its launch pad. And then they had their first IDO. And as far as I know, everything went nice. Everything went smooth. That IDO hasn't launched to the public yet, which is part of the reason that I don't think we've seen the bigger price pumps. So once some of these IDOs and the launch pad from BeamSwap start to go public, and if they start hitting the market at 5x, 10x, 25x, I think that that's going to create a lot of excitement around the BeamSwap launchpad. And so I still think that the BeamSwap token is an amazing opportunity and another great place where a guy can maybe get a 2, 3, 4x with the right news. And like if they announce another IDO that's coming out that people are excited about, I think that this could still definitely be a nice pump. Plus, in the meantime, if you haven't checked out the BeamSwap website, if you get over to the BeamSwap website and look at their app, you can get up to I forget the exact amount. Let me take a peek here real quick. It looks like on the BeamShare right now, you're looking at about, well, do I have to connect the wallet to see? It looks like it's around 30 to 36% that you can get on your Glint tokens right now. There's also LP liquidity providing tokens that you can get. So I would definitely recommend taking a closer look at BeamSwap if you haven't. The other token that I was wanting to highlight on here, let me see here. Hi, Abundant Living LLC. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you're taking a quick look at the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely recommend hitting that subscribe button, those notification bells. One of the things that I'm kind of doing with the channel, I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place tonight, but Sunday I have the game show. I have my game show Sunday. So every Sunday I kind of know what I'm doing ahead of time. I'm giving away at least $100 in crypto on that game show Sunday show. Now it looks like Tuesdays are probably going to be my $10,000 to $100,000 bankroll challenge. So I'll get back to that real quick. I'm going to take $10,000 of a community member's money, and the deal that I have with them is that I have full reign to trade it however I want. I can long, I can short, I can use leverage, I can just buy and hold. I can buy and stake, but the whole goal is to take $10,000 and run it up to $100,000, and I'm giving myself 3 to 6 months. If it takes 6 months, I'll still be fairly pleased, but I'm really looking to try to make this happen in more of a compressed time frame. With this broken leg, I've got a lot of time sitting around the house, and so I am going to be fairly actively trading. Now, when I say actively trading, I'm not going to probably be buying and selling multiple times a day. I would say that I probably will buy and sell a few times a week. I'm also not going to be diversifying a ton. I'm not going to take the $10,000 and split it into 10 tokens at $1,000 a piece or 20 tokens at $500 a piece. I'm going to be taking tokens like, Zilliqa, and the news that came out about it launching into the metaverse that caused it to go from 4 or 5 cents last week all the way to 20 or 21 cents in about a 48-hour period of time. And I'm going to be looking for opportunities like that. And my goal is actually to turn this 10,000 into 100,000 in 3 months or less. And just so you guys know, it is a community members funds, but this is the deal that I have with them. And I think it's very fair both ways. If I lose the $10,000, I am going to repay the community member 5,000 of his dollars. So he's only actually risking $5,000, because if somehow I manage to lose the 10 grand, then I'm going to be on the hook for $5,000. And the reason I'm doing that is twofold. I want to have some skin in the game. I don't want him to think that I'm being frivolous with the funds and that I'm just gambling because I'm free rolling. And so that's part of the reason that I'm paying him back. Plus, I just kind of think that it's a fair thing to do. Anytime that you're going to be risking somebody else's money, you should have some skin on the line. So now the deal that I did make with him, though, is when I turn the 10,000 into 100,000, I'm going to take 25 grand and he's going to get 75 grand. So I also have an incentive to do well with it. If I turn the 10 grand into 100 grand, I get to keep 25 grand. So it kind of creates some excitement. And part of the reason that I'm doing it with a community member's money rather than just my own is because I think that it creates better videos. And I think it'll create more excitement in the community. So every Tuesday, I'm going to do a video where I go back through and show all of the trades that I made and show you what that $10,000 is sitting at, which tokens it's in, and basically totally transparent with every move that I make with that $10,000 on its way up to 100,000. Then, like I said, I've got the game show Sunday. And the reason that I mentioned XRP is because I think that XRP is a token that deserves some attention. So I believe that one day a week, maybe it'll be tonight, maybe it'll be Mondays, but at least one day a week, one of the videos that I do is going to be mostly themed about XRP. It's going to be talking about XRP in the news, the price action on XRP, what I think, my personal opinion of what it's going to do. I might let you guys know if I buy any more XRP. I'll let you guys know, and I'll let you know what price point I got it at and that kind of stuff. But I really like the idea of having kind of a little bit of a schedule and knowing what I'm going to talk about. So Sundays is one of my favorite days because I know what the video is going to be. Where like today, I just said, man, I got to do a video. I got 75 videos in 75 days to do. And today is roughly video 50, I want to say. So I've still got about 25 more days to go. And today I really wasn't sure what I was going to talk about. And I kind of had to just come up with something on the fly. And I came up with, well, let's talk about XRP and the market update. So real quick, I'm going to go back to the comments here in just a moment. But I did want to go back and share one other thing here real quick on the CoinGecko. Actually, a couple of things. So two things that I wanted to mention is I did want to go back to the ZIL token. So Zilka, ranked number 76, after it had that huge pump to over 21 cents, has come back down now to about 11 cents. So it is another one that I'm looking to add to. I'm holding it in a spot where I'm earning a little interest. And once again, not financial advice, but I would definitely take a closer look at this token if you're looking for something where you want to fill your bags, but it's low enough down in the market cap, sitting at 1.5 billion, ranked 76th, that it still has a ton of room to run. And then kind of not really what I would call a degenerate play, but one of my other tokens that I talked about last year that I'm still really high on, but it's been getting crushed, is MetaWars. So I'm providing liquidity with Wars tokens and BUSD. So if you go here to their website, the metawars.gg, you can look up the LP. Well, the LP is paying several hundred, maybe even over 1,000%. So although I've taken a beating on this thing, I mean, right now, what is it at? Like, wow, $1,250,000 market cap. So almost nothing for a market cap. And if you go down here, folks, its all-time high was 79 cents. So right now it's down 97%. The reason that I get excited by that is because I don't believe that this is a project that is going out of business anytime soon. It's got a lot of people that were talking about it several months ago, a lot of YouTubers that were high on it. And so at 1.9 cents, I think that it is and could be potentially a great place to park a little of your small cap gem money. There might be a longer term hold because it's probably not going to come back and do anything amazing until the market does some new things and we see Bitcoin climbing back up to 50, 60, 70, 80,000. But I do believe if you have a bag of this Meta Wars, and especially if you team it up with a little bit of BUSD and you earn the GAM token, let me pull that up real quick here. So when you're providing liquidity, you earn this token called Gamma, and the ticker for it is GAM. There we go. It took it a second here to load, but it's Gamma token, GAM here, the second one down. And so it has also been beaten down. It's down to about 0.9 of a cent, but you earn these tokens for providing liquidity. And this is kind of like the in-game currency, the token that you're going to need to be able to buy NFTs and to be able to play the game. So that was the other reason I decided to create liquidity with this token, is I wanted to earn these GAM tokens so that I could play the game down the road. So with that, folks, let me get back out to the stream. That's all of everything I wanted to really talk about on the market update part. Let's go back here. Brad, do you have a Cardano wallet? No, I don't have a Cardano specific wallet. I hold my Cardano in two different platforms. One is Nexo. So I'm earning some interest in Nexo on my Cardano. And the other place is a platform called CoinZoom. CoinZoom. And they have actually the Zoom token. And that's a project that I haven't talked about much. I did a video on CoinZoom way back in July of last year, but I don't have my WAD with me, but I actually have a prepaid Visa debit card through CoinZoom. Every time I swipe my card at a merchant and use it, I get anywhere from 3 to 5% back in rewards on Zoom tokens. So CoinZoom platform is a little bit like crypto.com. It's just nowhere near as well as established, and the tokens are still a fraction of the cost. So I think I have about 50,000 tokens. They're worth about 4 cents right now. So about $2,000 gets me 4% back in Zoom tokens, where I forget, it's been a long time since I've looked at crypto.com, but crypto.com, I believe in order to get up to that 4 or 5% range, you have to spend tens and tens of thousands of dollars in crypto or in Crow in order to get up to those higher levels on crypto.com, where with CoinZoom, you can do it fairly inexpensively. So that reminds me, I do have a referral link. If you go sign up for a CoinZoom account and deposit, I think it's $100 in there, you get $10 worth of Zoom tokens. I get $10 worth of Zoom tokens. But anyways, the long answer is no, I do not have a Cardano specific wallet, Maku. Let me see here. Jay, I'm assuming that you said that should be fun in relation to that bankroll challenge. And I agree with you. That should be a lot of fun. And then no, so Jay, if I turn it into 100,000, I'm giving him 75 and I'm taking 25. So part of the reason that I'm giving him the lion's share is because I don't have to put up any of the 10K unless I actually lose it. So I get to do this challenge and not tie up any of my capital. And I also think it's going to be a fantastic video series. I think it's going to go a long ways towards building momentum, getting more and more views every week, and helping the channel get to 10,000 views. So I think it's going to be great for me, and I'm fairly comfortable with the 100,000 and 25 or 75,000 for him, 25,000 for me split. Let me see here. I may do with 500 and see if it turns into to 5,000. That's a great point. That's something that I'm looking into, Jay. I might be creating like a private group or a Patreon. And in that case, that would be something that would be a part of it. So rather than you finding out next Tuesday what trades I did all week long, I might create a private group, and then you have access to my trades in real time. Every time I buy or sell or make a leverage trade or anything that I do that's part of that $10,000 bankroll challenge, I will alert the private group and give you guys immediately access to what I am doing. So if you think that's a good idea, Jay, shoot me a DM on Telegram, and also let me know what you think, that would be worth. If you think that's, a $5 a month thing, a $20 a month thing, $100 a month thing. I know it's not $100 a month thing, but I'm thinking that for a private group and to the minute, right, real time calls that I'm making with that bankroll challenge, that if it's going well and I'm helping this gentleman, my friend, turn 10,000 into 100,000, and you guys have an opportunity to mirror that and it's going well, that I think probably somewhere around a $20 bill a month would be a fair fee or investment for people to make to get into that private club. Let me know what you think in the comments or in a DM if you've got some ideas. Tijad Crypto, how you doing, buddy? Have I ever heard of BitKeep? I cannot say that I have. That does not ring a bell. I'm definitely willing to take a quick peek at it. Is it on Coin Market or is it on CoinGecko? If it's on CoinGecko, I'm happy to pull it up. But if it's on your mind, let me know what you're thinking, and I'm happy to do some research on it. Jay, I also have War and the Thetan Arena. I've heard of that Thetan Arena, but I don't have any. Abundant Living LLC. I'll invest in that. Was that the private group that I was talking about, Abundant Living, that you would invest in? Awesome. Then I think I will start putting that to work. I've been involved in about 4 different Patreon groups, and I'm spending anywhere from about $20 to $100 a month in these different Patreon groups. And the whole reason that I'm getting into them is to study what they do and to really figure out what they do that I like and how I can take what I like from what they do and implement it, and then take what I don't like and get rid of it, and hopefully create a private group that really adds a ton of value to those of you that are serious about your crypto journey. So it sounds like that might not be too bad of an idea. So I will get to work on that. And it sounds like those of you that are on here think it's a good idea. So I will definitely get to work on that. Awesome. Will you do me a favor and shoot me a DM if you have any links? I know that we're linked up on Telegram, so shoot me a link or any information that you have. It's a pre-sale, so you know me, I love pre-sales and private sales. And Abundant Living, yes, private group. Okay, guys, you guys talked me into it. I will get a private group together. I'm not real huge on Discord, so I think it'll probably be some type of a group through Telegram or Patreon. And I will try to put it together fairly quickly. I might do a group on Telegram for the short term and just let you guys pay for it with any type of crypto that you want to cover it with. And then I'll get a Patreon set up so that I can also do debit cards and credit cards and that kind of stuff. But in the short term, I think I can get a Telegram group set up fairly quickly, and so that we could get rolling on that. And then we'll move it over probably to Patreon over the next few weeks as I get that all figured out. So awesome. That's exciting. I'm glad that I brought that up. So Jay says 20 works. 20 is kind of what was on my mind. 20, I think, is fairly reasonable, especially in the beginning. As the channel gets bigger and there's more value to be had, that could be worked on. But I think that 20 is a pretty reasonable number in the beginning. And so, yeah, let's look at that closer, and I'll get back to you when it's for sure. But I think that's some good input. Thank you. PayPal is great. Yeah, PayPal probably wouldn't be too shabby either, depending on exactly where it's all going to be held and how that all works. Ideally, I really love crypto. I would rather people be sending me USDC and, stuff on the Binance Smart Chain or even like the Moonbeam network where the fees are super, super cheap, and try to stay away from, credit cards and bank accounts and all of that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I agree with you. PayPal is pretty simple and it's pretty easy for most Americans. So that might be, one of the ways that can get it covered too. So with that, folks, it's been about a half an hour. Man, time flies when you're having fun. So I know that my wife has been hanging out here down here with me. She's tired, ready to get some sleep. She always helps me out with the chat and kind of keeps an eye on everything. So I'm going to wrap this up, let her get a little bit of shut-eye. She's got to get up at about 6 o'clock in the morning, where I get to sleep until probably more like about 8:30. So with that, folks, I am going to let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your evenings. If it's Monday night for you, if it's Tuesday, go have a great Tuesday. And I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow will be the first video of the $10,000 to $100,000 bankroll challenge. I'm hoping to have everything in place to have the $10,000 and to have potentially made my first buy or two by the time tomorrow night's video comes out. You guys will see. I'll let you know tomorrow how that's going. So, yeah, folks, as Jay just said, if you haven't already hit that like button, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please give it a subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. We're going to do a huge giveaway when we get to 10,000 subscribers, which is right around the corner. I know we're only sitting at about 2,200 right now, but we're really gaining some momentum. And with some of the videos that are coming out, and then people are starting to share these videos more and more and more. Just imagine 2,000 times 5 is 10 grand. So if just every one of my subscribers shared this with a couple of coworkers and friends and family members that they know like crypto, we could go from 2,000 to 10,000 overnight if people just start sharing the link to the channel on their Facebook and their Instagrams and so on and so forth. So we're going to get to 10,000 fast. And when we do, I'm going to do something special for the first 10,000 of you that were here for it. So with that, folks, thank you very much again for listening, and God bless and have a great night. We will see you again. We'll see you again tomorrow.